I am a variety streamer and I usually focus on the lighter and brighter role-playing games. Now, today, it is sadly November 1st, which means we did not finish Silent Hill in time for spooky season. But spooky season is something that lives in your heart. It doesn't have to be over just because Halloween has ended, right? Right? So I'm refusing to give up. I'm gonna spend a couple more hours in spooky season. It's not over till I say it's over. I swear. I swear. Hi, Cassie. Welcome. Are you ready to kill a god? A particular god. A not very nice god, specifically. Lowercase g god. You ready? I'm ready too. So last Wednesday, we ended off in the Belfry. We ended up on the very last area in Silent Hill 3. I was really unsure about how much time I had left in the game. I was really on the fence. Do I just finish this up now, before Halloween, or do I leave it for next Wednesday? And I decided to leave it for next Wednesday. I glanced at a walkthrough. This is the last area. At the end of this area, I will be killing a god. And I didn't really look at the specifics. It was a very vague walkthrough anyway. It was like, go forward, turn right, pick up the thing, turn left. It didn't really help in terms of giving me like a clear indication of where to go next. I would say I'm about a third of the way through this area, just judging from the length of the walkthrough and how many moves I need to make to finish it. So I don't think this will necessarily be a 3-hour stream today. It might be a little bit shorter. We'll see. So let's go ahead and head into it. Playing as Kratos for a little bit. Heather can be Kratos. Heather is a very powerful god killer. She's butch. She could rock the face makeup. But yeah, how are you doing, Cassie? Welcome. Yeah. Here's Heather if you're not familiar. She has been haunted by the denizens of Silent Hill for quite some time. Cassie is doing well. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I finished grading every last midterm, every single one. And by that, I mean every lab practical, every lab quiz, every lecture quiz, every lecture test for 100 students has been graded in the span of a week. It is done. I'm trying to feel a lot of satisfaction for that. It is debatable. There's no reason all the god killers have to be male. It's true. Some of them can definitely be Heather. Now, I'm trying to remember. I keep feeling like there's a door here. There's definitely no door here. Sounds like a lot of work. It is. I tried to get assessments back in a week. That's a thing I liked to do. It is particularly difficult at midterms time, and now I'm dealing with some stuff over email that's generally unpleasant. So it's kind of put a damper on my enthusiasm for having finished all that work. But it's okay. I just feel like there was... Why does this look like a thing? Why does it look like there's a whole hallway right here? Trying to find... There's an area where I moved a portrait, like a drawing, a painting, and I went into that space. I don't remember which space that was. Was it this space over here? I'm confused. Hope the situation improves. I think it will. I think it'll be just fine. Do have our first ad break for anybody who's not subscribed. So let me put that one up. I think I'm going to wander around just for a little bit to try to remember where I was. Like, what's that little room doing there? That looks like a thing. Why is that not a thing? Now, there are some bad guys in these hallways. Okay, that's where I moved the painting. I moved the painting to get into this space. I just have to remember what I was doing this time last week, you know? Okay, that got me here, but I don't see what that room is about, so I want to see what that room is doing. She's looking to her left. Why was she looking to her left just then? Okay, this was just this. The open space is this. Oh, this is an elevator. This is an elevator. Okay. New area unlocked. This is what I was missing. I found the thing I was missing before. Oh, something tried to do a little slicey dicey. Let me check the volume level for the game audio. If at any point the game audio is too loud, too quiet, please do let me know. It looks in range, maybe a bit quiet right now. I will take this. Oh, a rotting stench throughout the place. Anyone can guess what's inside. I'll just want to puke if I take a look. Then don't look. Are we assuming morgue? I think we're assuming morgue. This feels like a morgue-y situation. A corpse wrapped in some vinyl type bag. This crazy mixed-up world has got me used to the strangest things. Easy for me to say, they're still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy myself sooner or later. I might even already be crazy, who knows? But we've got a Hangman Tarot card. Yay! It sounds good for Cassie? Good. Awesome. Love that. Doors open, inside there's someone wrapped in a bag. Maybe? No, they're definitely dead. Thanks for checking, Heather. What a good person. Looks like I'm taking a right. Cassie, did you have a good Halloween? And did you do anything interesting on your Halloween? Yay, ad breaks are over. Oh hey, we've got this room. It's familiar for people who've played Silent Hill 1. Why bother with the phone? I know it's not connected. None of the books catches my eye. Well, although the bookshelf and books are all the same as Dad's. Interesting. Interesting. There's a musty diary on the bed. Hey, Silent Hill 76! Welcome back! The resident Silent Hill fan. Just assuming. How are you doing? This writing, is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I know sometimes have this, I sometimes have the sense, even now that girl is a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now, Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time, I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That's what worries me. Cassie just went out for drinks with friends, but not dressed up this time. Yeah, I hear you. Leslie's here! Leslie! 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 How are you doing, Leslie? So Heather's finally coming to terms to the fact that she was indeed Alessa. Cheryl is Heather. Heather is Cheryl. Heather and Cheryl are Alessa. They are all one. And poor Harry Mason has literally spent the last 20 plus years raising the small child, the same person, over and over again. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. Ooh, which sweet and gentle mother are we talking about? Stun gun? I never did find the stun gun. Cheryl? Is that Cheryl? Has anybody seen my daughter? Okay, is there anything in the closet? Is that a different door? That is a different door. Does this take us back out? Lock is broken. Okay, I think that is the major find of this room. Dad's diary. The thing about it, though, is that Alessa never had Harry Mason for a father. Heather had Harry Mason for a father. Cheryl just never really had a chance. Silent Hill 76 played this game in 2005. What year did this come out? I'm trying to remember what year this actually came out. That would have been pretty close to when it came out, right? I did as well. It's just been a really long time, so I don't really remember any of the correct things to do. It looks like a door, but it's not registering like a door. Something keeps doing some aggressive slicing. There we go. Ugh, I hate those guys. Yeah, things that look like this don't register as a door. Still not registering as a door. Ah, nice and quiet. Nice little whoop 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 whoop. So I did check every door. Oh, I missed a door over there. I don't like that. That could be an important door. I'm turning around. I'm getting that door. 90% chance it's locked, but I want it. Gotta get out. Gotta get out. I did look up the requirements for a good ending. In addition to not killing very many creatures, you also have to avoid getting damage. I think that's the actual challenge point for me. Okay, the other direction. I'm quite good at avoiding killing things in this game. Yeah, of course, naturally. But I have been receiving a bit of damage from trying to walk by creatures like this. Hopefully we are under the reservoir. Or under the reservoir? Under the limit? Under the requirements for damage? I love the wub 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 wub. Okay. I don't know if I have all the tarot cards I need. First of all, no, it wasn't me. Alessa wrote this a long time ago. That chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel. It was some other altar somewhere else. I'm glad that Alessa's own illustration, or Cheryl's own illustration from 17 years ago plus, is still enough for it to be a save point for her. It's like a child's illustration. Oh, here's Alessa's... Ooh, brass key. Okay. I love that. A memo book. Something's written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening, or maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open the door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God, I'm not, but I fully intend to save her. No, them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. It looks like Dad wrote this too. Is that my original sketchbook? Cheryl's original sketchbook? It is! That is a fine illustration of Mr. Harry Mason. Cheryl's father. Cheryl's illustration. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. On the front cover here is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. What's this doing here? The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all these? I'll tell you straight and I won't tease, just as long as you say please. Now the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row, but that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man under the ground, to his right, to his left, there's no one around. So the hanged man is going to be in the bottom row center. Leave him alone, through his tears, though his tears are profound. So hanged man, bottom center. I'm taking notes in chat. Hope nobody minds. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent floating high. Twinkling lights sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. So moon directly over whatever the clown is. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look at the night sky? Do you have it now you didn't forget? One major point you must not omit. And now the last, before you take a whack. Here's one more hint to help you keep on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. Something scary on the left. Scary on the left. And I think there's something about a king looking to the sky. Don't really know what that means. And I may have just missed something. But I don't know if I have all the tarot cards. This is a closet. It's meaningless to me. I don't have time to wax nostalgic over these old clothes. Oh, there's Alessa's outfit. Nice and culty. Scribblings on the floor here is Alessa's. For some reason, she always drew monsters like this when she was alone. She used to draw with Claudia, too. A nice daddy and mommy and a fun school. A happy world where everyone smiled and laughed all day long. In short, everything we never had. Until you, Heather, 'cause you had your dad. Okay, it's locked. But we do have 9 spots. How many tarot cards did I actually find? Only 3, and I think I need at least 4. Eye of the Night, the Moon. Let's put that top center. And we have the Eye of the Night and the Hanged Man. I am unsure. I'm gonna stick Eye of Night over here and Hangman over here for no particular reason. But I think we need at least one more. Which means I have not found everything I need yet. So let's go check that one door. Is this some sort of... This is some sort of landscape. Where is it from again? Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, creepy dolls. Those are some very creepy dolls. I used to take these dolls with me when I went to bed. Scarlet and... Damn, I forgot the other one's name. In fact, I don't even know which one is Scarlet. Playing cards on the floor, I used to play a lot. I remember little Claudia always had a hard time winning. That made her cry. But none of those are tarot cards. And this light switch is not either. Whoa, 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 whoa. Reminds me of Hypnotoad. Okay, please have a tarot card. Please have a tarot card. Oh, just a creepy thing. 2 creepy things. Oh. Long hallway. Hmm? Hmm? Some footprints? Yeah. crying ghost girl is going to a secret door here. Just a hallway. I don't see anything special about it. Okay, what do we got? There's a picture here, but it's not my style at all. Can't really see what it is. I just don't want to remember. Get me out of here. There's something stuck in this book. We've got the Fool tarot card. This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time, I don't want to. Aglophidus. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from the herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. Can I have some? We've got a demon problem around here, after all. It's a picture of me when I was 7. Specifically, it's a picture of Alessa when she was 7. So if anybody's not familiar with the Silent Hill lore, Alessa was burned, but kept alive because she was a powerful witch. And this would have been the room where they kept her. She was kept alive with the help of a nurse named Lisa. And Harry Mason did meet Lisa in Silent Hill 1. But unfortunately it was already too late for her. And so Heather Mason did walk by Lisa earlier on in this game. Some kind of drug here, but there's just a name on the label, no description or anything. It's too risky. Never mind. Again, with the common sense. Heather has maximum common sense. Okay, there's just one more door to my left down this next hallway. Oh. Well, it's blocked. There's a couple of hanging bodies, and something at the bottom there is doing something to it. Cool. So we will not be going that way. In short. Ah, I forgot about these guys. Bye! Now, I'm not sure if I need 4 cards or 5 cards. I think it might just be 4. Pool should be bottom center. It didn't unlock, so the moon should be directly over the clown between Eye of Night and Hanged Man. Maybe not. Let's read that again. Maybe there is a need for a king. Maybe I need one more. There's something in each row. 3 would be too hard to fit. Upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone. Throw though his tears are profound. Okay, that one we have correct. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of the crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? So, up at the night sky. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. What's the scary and hateful thing? So you'll open the door. I don't know. I feel like moon should be top center. What's scary and hateful to go on the left? That wasn't it either. It can't be 3 in a row. Oh, you know what? The Hanged Man. I'm reversing Hanged Man and Fool. It's the Hanged Man should be bottom center. And it's the Fool that should be in the middle row. No? Still didn't do it? Moon over the Fool. Because the moon should be over the clown. Nope. I must just be missing a tarot card. Except I haven't missed any rooms. Looks like that elevator only goes to 2 different floors. Was there a locked door? I did get a key. Her scribbles are so tight I can't tell if it's a straight line or like a straight line indicates locked versus a scribbled line indicates that it's broken and nothing will work. But I have like a rusted key, so if one of these is actually a locked door, I think I can get in. Brass key. This was the model for my old room key. Surprising number of games where you can find yourself missing a tarot card after Cyberpunk, The Quarry, right? I'm just not entirely sure I am. Ooh, have we looked at the other world laws? This magic square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Viren the Seventh Crest, or the Seal of Metatron. We did read this. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster. Yeah, we read this. If anybody watching happens to know how many tarot cards I'm supposed to have, I feel like I could waste a lot of time looking all over this world, looking for an extra tarot card when I actually have the right number, and I'm just solving it incorrectly. Always more than one more than you have. I'm going to look it up. I know I'm cheesy. I know I'm cheesy. SH3. How many tarot cards? 5. Okay, there are 5. So I am missing one. Yep. Cassie, you are correct. The correct answer is 5. How did I miss one? Where did I miss it? Oh, goodness. Okay, so it's probably not in this quadrant. Guess I'm checking every single room I've been in. Yay! Just what I've always wanted to do. I think I just want to go straight right now. Why'd she look this way? Because that door opens. I think I'm missing, like, a king? Not entirely sure. Or, like, a monster. Something demon-y. Something evil that has to be to the left. Nice and stabby. It would be nice if the tarot card was just very close to the end. If it ends up being, you know, way back up at the beginning of the area. That's gonna kinda suck. That's gonna kinda suck. Do-do-do. There's nothing important here. I haven't looked too closely, though. I don't think I want to. Nothing worthwhile here. She is looking to the door. Okay. No secret doors. No secret doors. I think we did find a tarot card here. Or just a book. Dad's not sleeping in the bed, though. This room looks just like Dad's. It's more than just a resemblance. Dad's not sleeping in the bed, though. Well, he has passed away, so that would make sense. Hey, I think we're going back to... the elevator. turn around, turn right. Yeah, so the elevator only goes up 1 story and down 1 story. It does not give us a choice of rooms. Let's go back here first. I don't remember finding anything significant in that room, which means there's a possibility, yeah, that I missed something. Oh, no thank you! No thank you, sir! That was not nice. Ow. Real quick, check our health. We're okay. Now, I have been all over this room. Religion, how Christianity influenced the cult, basically. How all of their iconography looks Christian, even though they're decidedly not a Christian cult. Sheet of paper here, but it's blank. Book on tarot. 22. Tarot cards. The Magician signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings. High Priestess. Will it end up being the Christian god that you kill? It probably depends on your definition of the Christian god. It's kind of, the cults kind of worshipped a sun god. Like, that's the connotation of burning and, like, the destruction that creates new life. That's the general vibe that we're getting from some of the background, the flavor text. Yeah. These extra cards were based on the Hebrew vowels. Otherworldly, do-do-do-do-do. Okay, but if you just want to have, like, 1 more tarot card around. Okay, nothing here. Just want to avoid this guy. No, don't face me! Ugh! Go away. Get me out of this place. Or my mind may slip, and my life will be lived. For the thrills. Leslie could only stay on a little bit today. She has some things to do regarding what she was talking about yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. If I'm done before you go, I'll be back. For sure, take care of your professional stuff, Leslie. I hope it goes so much better than you expected to. I hope it goes really well in your favor. Good luck with it. And I don't know how long we'll be on today, since this is the last area. I think I just need this last tarot card. So, hearts always. I'll chat with you again soon, either way. Okay. Bye-bye. I wonder if it's just, like, literally back in the chapel, like in the original area. It's the only thing I can think of. Unless I did actually find our first tarot card back there. I'm literally just full-on retracing my steps from the beginning. Oh, he's a big boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold up. I have to process a lot at once. I just realized it's snowing outside. It's kind of slaming outside a little bit. Okay, what's happening in here? What? What? This is rather intense. I was not expecting this. Was this already happening? Am I gonna die if I keep walking around here? Okay, here was the confession booth. Well, it's almost a little bit worthwhile coming back all this way just to see this. I don't know, I don't think it was like this the first time I came through. Oh look, everything's normal. Peachy Keen! Okay, maybe in a pew? This one was blocked off. This is where I came from. This is where I need to be. Her head's not moving in the direction of any pew. She is trying to look at all the paintings. I think we looked at all the paintings. Yeah, we did. We looked at all the paintings in the last stream. Don't see anything in a pew. Somehow I remember this stained glass. It shows God and the man and woman who birthed her. I used to come to this chapel all the time when I was a little girl. I came to worship God and to ask for my prayers to be answered. But it wasn't exactly me. It was actually Alessa when she was a little girl. But anyway, none of my prayers were ever answered. Okay, this isn't it. Let's come up with a game plan. We've been to the confessionals. Does that room maybe look like it's locked instead of... Let's try that brass key right there, just for fun. Straight through, straight right. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. End of the hallway. Ah, brass key! Okay. New room. We did have to come all the way back here. New hallway. New tarot card? Oh, we got a big boy. Big boy alert. No, I don't. I just want to go past you, sir. Sir? Rude. Okay. We're in a classroom. And once again, this is a classroom from Silent Hill 1. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Oops. And there's a letter stuck in here too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely, her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best to just watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I have to do my reservation. But I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. Kay Gordon. So somebody cared about Alessa, but kind of felt their hands were tied. And if we look at this desk... Go home, drop dead, thief. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. And she's in the center and all of the other desks are kind of pushed away. What a tiny chair. I can't sit in it anymore. Thank God. But, is there... a tarot card. More importantly. It's a handout with our classroom resolutions written on it. Doesn't say anything about abandoning your friends or scribbling on the desks. Can't open the locker door. Well, it brings back memories, but not very pleasant ones. One tarot card, please. There's a map here, but I don't need to take it with me. You don't need the 50 states? 50 nifty United States. Wolf. This is a picture of a wolf. It looks like a dog, but it says wolf and everything, so... And yes, those were in Silent Hill 1 as well. That wolf picture in particular. I don't think there's a way through to that door. We are going straight. Check the door both on the right and the left. Ah, I have to make it out. Ah! There's a tape deck here. It looks perfectly usable. I've got a tape, everybody. Oh, I've also got... Okay. Tape.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Okay, so Vincent kind of got an early lead on Claudia in blocking her from achieving the birth of God. Vincent's kind of interested in this life right now. I don't think he wants the God to be born. He does not want the planet to be reborn in flame. He's pretty sure that he's not going to win in that scenario. And because he heard about Heather's discovery, it sounds like he took some steps to prevent this from happening. What are these, letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believe in God, if there were some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? LS. I'm not sure who LS I think is. I think there's lore for who LS is. Is that Leonard, maybe, from the hospital? Could be, could be. There's a bunch of books here, nothing particularly interesting. She keeps looking at it, but I think it's just the tape deck. I don't think there's anything else. No, I think I want to go across the hall directly. Yes. We got more monsters. We got the monsties. No! Ugh. Sirs, there's 3 monsties. Do I need to kill all of you, just so I can investigate the room? Is there even anything in here? I don't see anything. I feel like it's just a fight guy's room. And I don't feel like getting stabbed. You know, just one of those days where you're like, I want to be stabbed. No. Okay, there should be a door on my left. Beep, beep, beep. Please have a tarot card. I just need a tarot. Oh, tarot card. What is it? The High Priestess tarot card. Okay, what is the High Priestess? The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. Okay, we found Claudia's room. November 10th. Hey, that's 9 days from now. She didn't die then, she was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Praise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God, but it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. Interesting reading materials. Interesting choices being made. An old birthday card on the desk. She was still hanging on to this. Happy birthday. To little Claudia. Happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. I believe that would have been from Alessa. I believe they were raised as sisters. Is that something? It's just a candle. That's just... Yep, okay. Now it looks like we have reached the end. I have to navigate left, left, straight, right. I'm never gonna remember anything more than that, so let's go. Ow. Left. Is it even possible to dodge those guys? I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure speedrunners dodge all the time. Do a little U-turn through here. Ah! just a little U-turn. It's fine. Oof. Left. And then right. Okay, the next door, and then on the left. Let's check my health. Could be better. I'm really not short on health supplies. The health drinks are the lowest level healing item. I think I've had, you know... Oh, it looks like everything's going wrong. Ouch! Everything's getting worse. Everything's getting substantially worse. Okay, taking a left. Left. Second to last door on the right. It's getting worse. Getting worse. It really doesn't want me to go back. Oh, things just keep getting worse. Or lesser. Okay. That way. Take a left, take a right. All the way down the hallway. So nasty. Is this it? Okay. Let's save. Oh my word. That was a lot. Now. The evil thing's on the left. Does that mean Claudia, the priestess, is on the left? The eye looks to the sky. No, that's not working. The eye in the night sky. Here. The moon over the fool. That was it. That was it. I did it. I did the thing. Okay. I think I'm gonna do one more little savey save. This is the tradition in Silent Hill. We do have to do the thing where we save, and then we save again, just to make sure we saved. And then maybe like one more safety save after that. There's no such thing as too much Silent Hill saving. Let's check the health, check the ammo, check what we've got going on in terms of weapons. Can start with handgun. We might have to switch to shotgun or submachine at some point. I think it might be time. I think we might be there.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
That wasn't very nice,
When
Vincent.
did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like Alessa 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home. This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way,
Did you kill me? Well. Well.
I want to play Silent Hill 3 from Vincent's perspective.
Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
you'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a god born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell?
There are ads playing, but I know from experience if I press pause on this, it's gonna skip the scene instead. So I can't actually pause this.
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
Am I supposed to kill her? Alright, apologies for the bad timing of that ad break. Should be over now. There was a little bit more cutscene. I haven't done anything since the cutscene ended. I can't pause during the cutscenes in this. I tried to before, and it just hitting the pause button skips the scene instead. So this should be out on the VOD on my YouTube channel. I think if I type socials... There you go. Now, I just walked around for a bit. I don't know if I failed to do something just then. I might... If I just failed the game, I might have just failed the game. That might be game over. It's game over! Yeah, I was supposed to do something a little bit sooner. That's okay. We can continue from the last save point. I will still skip the cutscene, though, even though we had ads over the cutscene. I failed. That was a fail. That's okay. So I'm supposed to do something else. Not sure if I'm supposed to kill Claudia? Or if there's something else in that room to utilize? There's something I'm supposed to find in that room. And because I was just talking, it timed out. So there's something to find. It won't let me go behind her. I'm gonna try killing her. Okay. No? Does killing her just automatically mean that I die? Hey, Broken Halo! Hey, Winchester! Winchester Halo. Halo Winchester. Okay, so killing Claudia is not it. There's something to find. I will get this. I will find the answer to this. How are you doing today, Halo? I saw your art up on, where did you post it? On Muse's Discord? I think that was your, all your screens, your, like, starting soon, ending soon, going to break screens. Halo's good, just got home from, peopling, and you're making pizza? Pizza's good. Full social gauge. Yeah, your channel art looked really good. Alright, one more time. Not killing Claudia. Do we use a seal of Metatron on her? Do we... If you were the correct thing to use on Claudia... Can't use the seal of Metatron. Can I use the pendant? I can use the pendant! And carrying this pendant the entire game.
What are you doing? Dad.
She's taking an abortion pill. Heck yeah. To be clear, she is pregnant with an evil god. And it's not actually an abortion pill, it's a magical potion
Yeah.
for warding off demons. But that does effectively mean she's aborting a god.
Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow?
It knows what it did.
What is this?
It's a little fetus god. Little god fetus. Little demon god fetus.
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is.
Claudia!
Don't do it, Claudia. Bad plan, Claudia. Gross, Claudia. This isn't gonna work out for you, Claudia.
Alessa, you cannot kill God. I will.
She did, kind of. She put it inside of herself so that she can finish its gestation
I will.
through the only avenue that they could show in a game like this.
Claudia! Claudia!
Into the hole. This hole is not a metaphor. Nope, not a metaphor for anything. No metaphors here, everybody. It's just really subtle symbolism, you know?
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
God's not looking too great. What do you think? Shotgun? Whoa, I'm already injured. Come on, get down on all fours for me. Okay, injured again. Yep, super injured. The fire really hurts me. Let's try not to get too injured. I feel like the handgun is doing more. Does it have my face? It does. It has my eyes. Let me just get a submachine gun going real quick. Okay, we're all out of submachine gun. Video game logic. A gun can definitely kill a god. Yeah. There apparently, if you kill this god exclusively with melee weapons, you unlock unlimited ammo on the submachine gun for your next playthrough. That would have been pretty sweet, but it's probably going to be a journey in between now and my next playthrough. Okay, we're hurting again. Come on, all fours. All four, my little chicken leg. Ow. Come on, chicken thighs. You got nothing but a femur, lady. She's just hanging out on those little nubs. Look at those little femur nubs. Come on. Lean down. You must be tired. Oh. Pizza's in the oven. Hey. Hey. It's destined to be a good day. Goodness. Others' reaction times are not very good. Let's just go back to that handgun. I feel like we do more damage. Like, every individual hit is smaller? There you go. We were close. It's over.
Is that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits. Hey, Dr. Mentis! How are you doing today? Hey there, friend. Just in time for the very, very end of the game. Oh. Did Douglas make it? We just killed God, Dr. Mantis. You're knackered, but good. Busy building a log cabin all week. Like a real world log cabin or like a Minecraft log cabin? Yeah, spoilers. Oh. Just a joke.
Nice! IRL log cabin, that sounds awesome.
Sorry.
Sounds exhausting, but rewarding.
You don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
You want me to use your real name?
It's gonna be a pub! Cool!
Cheryl.
Aw.
The name my father gave me.
Aw.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
You've always wanted a pub, now it's time to make one? That is awesome. I've always wanted to build my own home, or like a structure. I never quite had the funds for it, and now my back might be a little bit too bad. She's acting like she didn't just kill a god. Yeah. I'd say it's pretty likely we got the good ending, considering... Like, we had that nice little moment where we acknowledged her trauma. Minecraft is pretty satisfying, right? Yeah. Or like, playing The Sims. Building a dream home. Halo helped bring a tiny home once. It was fun, not very big. Fun project with as kids with your sisters. That's cool. I've done a lot of DIY, so I've built a lot of things. But never like an entire structure. Building the home is way better than any of the actual Sim stuff. I'm sure it is. Yeah, GG on completing the game. We just gotta wait to find out if we got the good end of it officially. I've never had the good ending in this game before. I think I met the requirements. I think I did. Fingers crossed. So this will be my first good ending if I got it. Thank you, and thanks for catching this part. I've only been on for an hour and a half today. We'll have to decide, is this gonna be it? Are we gonna stop here? Or am I gonna switch to a different game? If I switch to a different game, it'd probably be best for it to be a PS2 game so I don't have to switch over technology. Encore! I could look up, if you do a New Game Plus, she's got, I don't know if it's spoilers. I don't think it's spoilers. She's got a magical girl outfit, and she can shoot lasers out of her eyes. I don't know if there's like a requirement. I think you might have to get, there might be like a UFO ending you have to get before you get that. Capture card and an upscaler? Yeah, I'm on the PS2. We are running the actual PlayStation 2. Yeah, I tried it. Well, I have all the original hardware. I have my PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. We've got the Xbox 360. We've got an Xbox Series S. I've got the only Nintendo I have is Switch. Hey, nice, yeah. I just try not to get rid of them, and I try to... Usually what I do is I buy the next generation when the old generation is, like, starting to struggle, which is usually when it starts to fill with pet hair. So if I try to play my PS3, like, it doesn't really go that well. There's also issues with the capturing of PS3. Like, it was in a weird zone where they were really not letting you use a capture card before they realized that Twitch was actually good for console sales. You don't have the Xboxes though? Yeah, those are from my partner. I was, you know, back in the day when there was a war between PlayStation and Xbox, I was pretty firm on the PlayStation side. You have no bother with the PS3? You have a super slim though to stream off? Yeah, I have the fat PS3. You've not tried the OG, I still have it, but had the YLOD? I don't know what the YLOD is. Yellow Light of Death, gotcha. Yeah. For sure. Where the Xbox had the Red Ring of Death and then the Yellow Light of Death. No! It just stopped working, so you had to use a hairdryer to fry it. Oh no! No! Managed to get all your data off of it. Well played. Oh, Akira Yamaoka was a producer on this, not just the sounds. Okay. I did not know that. I just looked over and saw that. It's weird. The OG PS3 is the best looking PlayStation. I can see it. My little chunker over there. He's got chunks. Changed my mind. I won't try to. Yeah, I have the fat version of all of them because I still have my original purchases for all of them. Okay, I got... I don't know what that 1 star means. It only took me 21 seconds to kill the split worm. Took me 3 minutes to kill the missionary. It took me 1 minute 5 seconds to kill Leonard. Memory of Alessa, 1 minute 33. The God was 4 minute 19 seconds. Saving continues. Item number. Total damage taken. Okay. Extra new game has been added to start screen. It's not telling me. Total damage. So item number, I got a bunch of stars ranking. Play from there to see and enjoy extra features.
Starting from new game, we'll begin a new game without the extra features. You fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Beam Saber. Yes! Extra costume has been added to the start screen. If you select this and enter the password, you can get a new costume. You got the extra costume password, which is happy birthday. All right, well, let's at least check that out. You always have the OG, never buy the facelift or pro versions. They cost enough as it is. Yeah, I'm fairly new to streaming, so the visuals of it were never the significant thing. I was never gonna spend extra money for the same piece of equipment. Hi, Charlie Warley. Charlie Warley, Farley Barley. There's a Chucky-Wucky. There's a Chucky-Wucky. Did Wage Worker join just as I finished the game again? Yep, pretty much. We just killed God. We'll stick around a little bit longer. We can check out, do I just say, play results and ranking. System info, such as cleared info and extra features, has already been saved. Yes, please, just for fun. Alo's pizza is done. Yummy! But welcome, Wage Worker. Let's go. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong button. Oh, Chucky. Oh, she's got that tail. She's got that tail. She's excited. Oh, Charlie's a good doggo. Charlie's a good doggo. Oh, she's got those eyes. She's got those eyes. Oh, she's got something to say. She's got something to say. Yeah, at least you get to see Charlie Warley Farley. At least you get to see her Charlie Warleying and Farley Barleying. Let's do a little bit of New Game Plus. Oh, extra costume. It's supposed to be capital H A P P Y capital B lowercase I. Charlie's being so good. R T H capital D A Y. Enter. I got a Heather shirt. Okay. Wage Worker likes the duality of a calm cat and an excited dog as a preferred pet, right? Okay, extra new game. Let's keep things the same. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be the same. All we're doing is going in to check out her laser eye beam. I think you get it right away. We'll see. We will not watch all of the cutscenes because we are just... Oh, we got a new shirt. Now, we still didn't enter the Konami code. I like that I'm wearing a shirt with myself on it.
Dad, it's me.
It's specifically a shirt of myself holding a gun, but wearing a completely different outfit. I don't see the way to do the laser eyes thing. I might have to look it up. New game plus laser eyes SH3.
Heather Beam? Oh, I have to kill at least 333 enemies to get Heather Beam. It said something about me unlocking a laser, though. Everybody else saw that too, right? How did I... Is it more like a lightsaber thing? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see the way. The beam saber. Beam saber. How do I get to it? New game, beam saber, location. If it's reasonable, I'll just go to it. 2F North Corridor of Central Square Shopping Center. After receiving a 10-star ranking, its length will double. That's really funny. Yeah, I'll collect in the game. It is in the shopping center. It is in the first area. Let's do a little bit of speedrunning. Speedrunning. I think I go this way. No, don't. I go this way. Whee! Do 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 do. Let's see how long it takes to get there. I don't have a map. Can I get a map? Gonna need a map. How did she become pregnant with a god, since I missed the beginning of the game? I don't think it's the beginning of the game. I think there's a moment during which she's unconscious. I don't know if there's like a really specific impregnation scene. It might just be that she can become pregnant with God because she is Alessa, because that's what Alessa was born to do. There's just sort of like some magic stuff that goes into it. But I feel like there was also a scene in which she was unconscious with the cultists. And, you know, it's not an MA-rated game, so there's certain things that are not going to show. So it's a little bit, you know, there's a metaphor going on. It's a little bit, maybe some stuff happened off screen. It's a little bit, Trying to find out if there's a, some implied stuff, yeah. And you could make an argument that all of it is metaphor. Since, after all, she, is a 17-year-old and certain things are very scary to 17-year-olds. And then unwanted pregnancy would be one of them. Especially an unwanted pregnancy from an unwanted encounter. Which is, I'm being incredibly metaphorical about sexual assault. I want my map. I swear, if I missed a map already. There's the gun. There's the monster.
Stay back! Get the hell away from me!
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Boo-doo-ba-doo-boo-boo. Is there a thing back here? Let me check the clothes first. Handgun bullets, very nice. I think it must be in the other world where there's a bulletproof vest on the rack. Stay back, like a monster's gonna listen. Those goofy horror plots, I swear. So there was a moment in this game where we're talking to the priest, Vincent. Priest? And he kind of laughs. She says, like, don't you know about the monsters? And he goes, they look like monsters to you? And it's honestly my absolute favorite part of this entire game. Because it throws you through a loop for everything from Silent Hill 1 and 2 and 3. Like, what if I haven't been killing monsters? What if Silent Hill is messing with my head this whole time and making normal people look like monsters to me? And there's a lot of lore. There's a ton of lore for this game. And essentially what the lore says is no, in the other Silent Hills, in Harry's Silent Hill, they are not monsters. They are really monsters. They've been transformed completely into murderous monsters. Now that's a horror plot I will get behind, right? So that is the case in this game. That is why one of the conditions for the good ending is that you kill a small number of enemies. There's a limit on how many enemies you can get and still get the good ending. But in Silent Hill 1, that is not the case. In Silent Hill 2, it is not the case. So, my initial thought, my first playthrough, I didn't have all this background lore. I just thought, well, well, fuck, this whole time, for Silent Hill 1 and 2, all those things I killed, because my habit is kill everything. Like, I will go through a horror game, I will pump everything full of bullets, I will master the melee weapons, I will kill everyone and everything in my path, just to have a more comfortable journey through the hallways. And so it was a really good moment in my first playthrough. It's one of the reasons this is my first game, or my favorite horror genre game, is because it does that to you. It had this moment with this incredibly high emotional impact of just, yeah, like, whoops, I fucked up. Fucked up a lot. Now, of course, they will kill you, is the thing. Even if they're officially supposed to be regular humans. They can and will kill you in these games. Yeah, I need to go back through there. Looks like I missed that door. That's making me anxious. I said I was gonna speedrun it, and then I did the opposite of that. And I'm still looking for every door. It's because my memory isn't strong enough to remember which doors are important. And I just hate backtracking. Okay, it's the one that I haven't opened yet is this. Okay, never mind. Okay, yes, I am taking this door. And I am checking out stuff to my left. Yeah, alright, I think if I want the lightsaber, it is on the second floor. Now I can start killing everything in the game.
For my next playthrough, I should probably endeavor to kill at least 333 enemies. Because you do need that to get the magical princess thing. 2F North Corridor of Central Square. 2F North Corridor. I feel like that's where I am right now. So in one of these rooms, I should be able to find my lightsaber. I don't want this door yet. At some point, I should also try for the UFO ending. I would also have to look up the requirements for the UFO ending. Every Silent Hill has a UFO ending. Knife sucks, like a lot. You just looked up how to get the UFO ending? Ooh, ah, right. Lots of stuff, none of it's very useful. What's this on the floor, though? Okay, I guess that was just a, We don't have any healing items yet. It's getting itched in your brain. That made my head itchy for some reason. Come on! Lightsaber! 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 Okay, we've got some health drinks. There's a key, but we're gonna need some tongs to get it. But we're gonna save, because we haven't saved yet. You've only had 2 slices of the pizza and you're full. Is it like a pizza, or is it like a pizza? Like, are we doing personal pizza, or are we doing big kid pizza? Like, party of 5 pizza. What are you looking at, Heather? Beam saber! Beam saber, more than beams the eye. Okay, let's see if your Schwartz is as big as mine. And it's green! A very canon. Look at them! Look at them doing... Look at them doing a little canon Star Wars universe colors. It's square flatbread pizza. You don't know, it's from Walmart. It could feed maybe 2 people. Wage says bad character management. Anything under 2 full pizzas and you might consider relocating your points into stomach volume. I really like the way she goes, whoa. Charlie Barley? Charlie Barley? Charlie Barley? It's not actually time for stream to end. Technically we have another hour. You had half a thing of goat cheese before the pizza. Before the pizza even got there, the cheese was had. Charlie, are you a streamer, Chuck? Are you a streaming dog? Are you an internet streaming sensation? You are. Are you an internet streaming sensation? Internet streaming sensation, Chucky.
Internet streaming sensation shock. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Yeah, did you knock down the cross stitch? Did you knock down the crack and cross stitch? Did you knock down a crack and cross stitch? That's so cool. It's so funny. It's Charlie Warner Party time. Wage recommends the fast metabolism perk for binge eaters. It's a bit late to change your perks now, though. Heard most people random their perks. Can you imagine? But Halo's gonna be hungry again in like an hour. They have some personal issues when it comes to eating. Life is a mess. It's a struggle. Yeah, it's a struggle. Relationship to food. It can be a struggle. Wee. Oh, Chucky. There's still more Chuck. Is your dad downstairs? Does Taco Zenji want to do something for you? Do we wanna go and get some tongs? Do we wanna go and get tongs? Do we wanna keep on playing? Do we wanna keep on playing? And for how long? Doo doo doo. There's a room on the left I haven't seen. Let us go look and see if it opens. It does not. Feel like I'm going the wrong way, but I'm not. Let's go lightsaber some bad guys. In the very least. That was pretty good. That was pretty sweet. Hi, Coda! I guess it's animal time. It's animal time. Time for animals. To do animal things. Hi, Coda. Hi, I can't see around you, baby cat. Can't see around you. Meow meow. Something's making a lot of squelching noises in my general direction. I'm just gonna have to watch this way. Anybody else want to squelch at me? Come here, squelcher. Come at me. And she's super dead. Whatever that was. Time to go to Helen's Bakery. Let me see that tongue. Tongue, 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 tongue. It's bread. But I'm not really hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it. It's bread. It's bread. It's bread. Is it bread, Heather? It's bread. Was there bestsellers? Sunshine Princess. Blue Self. Natalie Shoes. Bestsellers. It's locked. I like how these all seem really plausible. Like, yeah, those could be shop names. But it's kind of an uncanny valley for shop names. Where, like, not quite. Like, there's something a little bit off. Like, that one needs an apostrophe S. That one doesn't quite work as a shop name. Every time you go in this room, there's an audio cue for something running up ahead, like up over your head. It's extremely convincing. Tong to tong tong tongs. Scum save. Now we need to get back to the book place. Cheryl Heather, whatever your name is, you could have also just moved the palette, right? There are a lot of those moments in this game. Does she have above average common sense for a survival horror protagonist? Yes. Could she also have maybe moved some boxes? I think her logic is that it's covered in really heavy boxes, and she doesn't feel like unloading all of the books and stuff from all the boxes. It would take too long. That was Heather logic. She's a basic teenager. She's a basic teenager who had Harry Mason for a father. This is the only place where there's any room left. Should I just line up the books I picked up off the floor? Lazy, yeah. Oh, I actually have to select the books. See what we got here. Suspicion is this will go here. $34.70. Oopsie. 75. $34.75 it is. Will I remember the numbers by the time I get all the way over here? Let's find out. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Put these books out of order. That wasn't really that hard of a puzzle, my friend. $34.75? Yay, my short-term memory worked for about 30 seconds. In the hard version of that puzzle, I think you have to have knowledge of the greater works of Shakespeare and put them in the order in which they were published. Which personally I do not know enough about that. I mean, I heard a monster. You heard a monster, I heard a monster. All of us heard a monster. Yeah, that is 100% when you use Google. I think I've solved all of these on hard mode before. I suspect I've attempted them.
I love that that's Claudia's music. Who knows Shakespeare like that, who's also playing video games? I have read a bit of Shakespeare and watched several Shakespeare plays. Enough to, like, get it. I know a little bit about the history. You know, Shakespeare in context, sociological impact, linguistic impact. Just vague, generalized, not fanish enough to say, well, you know, King Lear came out on X day, and whereas Macbeth was this completely other year. I'm not there. Uh-oh. Not getting a lot of options here. Are we going straight to heck? Straight to heck time? Radio? What's going on with that radio? It's every teenager's nightmare. The mall turns into hell.
It's gotta be. Not even a kid could believe in this.
Wage must be a weird teenager then.
But when am I going to wake up?
How so, Wage? Is this not your fear? Was this never your fear? Just vibing this sparkly ad. Aw, this poor pupper. You're free! Oh. Yeah, I know the ads are lengthy. Okay, this is where I came in. This dog was just chilling. You don't mind ads if they weren't the same ones that you see a million times already. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if the repetition is really doing anything for people. The subscription is ad-free. Not that there's any pressure to subscribe at all. I actually am supposed to be taking a break during this second ad break. That's what I promised myself. And yet here I am. Not taking a break instead. I really do have to choose a stopping point.
If you had money, you'd subscribe, but alas, you'd be broke. Use a Prime for a different subscription, people said. It's okay. There's no pressure at all. If I was sticking to my own guns, I would be, I would have taken a break during that ad break, and you wouldn't have missed a single thing. I try not to run, like, cutscenes and things like that while ad breaks are happening. Like, I really try for people to not miss important things during the ad breaks. It doesn't always work that way. This game keeps lining, like, the cutscenes keep lining up with ad breaks. It just keeps happening. That was a sound effect. You love how you kick them after they're dead? It's the equivalent of double tapping. Like, you actually have to make sure they're really dead. I miss it in other games. When I have to play in a game that's not Silent Hill and I can't kick them, I get really sad. Like, that is not fair. For sure you don't want him to get up again. Exactly. There's a light switch. Warning, when leaving the room, be sure to turn out the lights. It will be obvious if they are not switched off. There's a light switch. It's on right now. Turn it off. Turn it off. Like a light switch, just go click. It's a neat little Mormon trick. It gives teenager energy for sure. Yeah, it does. Wage, before the ad break, you were saying you weren't a typical teenager then. Do you wish to elaborate? Perhaps something about not really being concerned about malls turning into hell? And also remember, this is a 18 and up stream. This one? Which one of these is the men's room? Or the ladies' room? Bleach. There's a toilet. Ugh, a filthy toilet. Just looking at it gives me goosebumps. I think there's a moment here. If you have a Silent Hill 2 save on the same memory card as this game, you'll have a different interaction here where she'll see something in the toilet and she'll start to stick her hand in the toilet and then she'll go, ugh, who would even consider doing that? And that's because in Silent Hill 2, James, the protagonist, actually does stick his hand in a disgusting toilet in order to get a key. So she's just dissing the old guy. Jimothy. This is where I came from. Where am I going? Looks like I'm fully going the wrong way. Heather, you're not very good at dodging. Double check. Nobody else I can step on. Technically, if I can step on them, they're still at least slightly alive. This game is quite humorous. Would you say that this game is humorous? Let me just, for clarity. Humorous. Humorous. Is it humorous? Haha. Haha. I'm glad Halo was amused. You'd better believe I make that joke every time it's time to study bones in my class. Bulletproof vest. Do 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 do. Humorous. What would I do without Google? What would anybody do without Google? What did we do before Google? I was alive before Google. Well, something just opened. Wage worker tried to go old school and look in the library for something. Never again. I'm turning my back on our internet. Yeah. Okay. If you were the direction I'm actually supposed to be going... it would probably be back down there, wouldn't it? Let's go right, left, right, left. Right. Left. Right. Left. And we're checking the doors on the right side of the hallway. Some nice creaking sounds. Oh, hey. So Halo, you said you looked up the requirements for the UFO ending. Do you remember what the first step was? Like the first thing that you do differently was? Because maybe that'll be the goal, is to reach the first thing you can do differently to get the UFO ending. I really don't remember. I remember what they are for Silent Hill 1. There's like an amulet you get in New Game Plus where, you know, you're in a couple of structures. You gotta kill 31 monsters with Heather's beam. Okay, never mind then. I don't have the Heather beam yet. So I would have to... yeah, I gotta get laser eyes, which means I have to kill 333 enemies on my second playthrough. This game is really very much about multiple playthroughs and getting multiple endings. So, we're not going to be able to get UFO ending or even close to it on this playthrough.
Yeah, many multiples of playthroughs. Maybe on this next one I'll try to defeat the god with only melee so I unlock unlimited submachine gun. That would be pretty nifty. Nothing here. Nothing and nothing. I have been everywhere in this hallway. It doesn't matter how many playthroughs you get for the 333 enemies, you just gotta do it over how many it takes. Gotcha. See, the thing is, with my last playthrough, I was trying to kill the very minimum of enemies. I would have to see my results screen. I think I only killed about 22 enemies. So in this playthrough, it would really have to be kill everything you see. Which does guarantee a bad ending. Wage Worker found a game called Dungreed. It's a definition of multiple playthroughs. Yeah, you just have to try to kill as much as you can. Exactly. I've already forgotten where I am. Woo-woo-doop. Didn't I? No, maybe not. I got that key. That got me to the second world. Let me try the stairs? Oh, there's a third floor now. There's just like this crunch in like my right ear. Just the sound of the dog eating the jerky. Or whatever it is it's eating. I'm sorry, dude. You're just hanging out. I think I have to kill you. Sorry, not sorry. Whee! But I do think it'll be a little bit of a shorter stream today. I've already been going for 2.5 hours. So I think when I find the next plot point... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to go here. Ah, well, this explains why... Yeah, it's blocked off. Okay. There's literally a wall where the subway entrance is supposed to be. These do nothing. What haven't I found yet? This is baffling. I'm pretty locked in here. What am I missing? I have the bleach. I need a cleaning fluid and a hallway where I can use the cleaning fluid. It'll be blocked. Why is memos lighting up? Bookstore memo. Weird. I don't think I've ever used that before in my life. Yeah, so these are all blocked off. I can only get in and out of the save room. I can't use the elevator. If I go this way, that's blocked off. I can go in and out of those 2 rooms, but I've already utilized everything I can from them. I think. I can get in and out of there, but that's it. Is something in here just locked? Or blocked in some creative way? Because otherwise I'm at a dead end. There's no such thing as a true dead end in this game.
So there wasn't... Okay. Never mind. Oh, I need a coat hanger. There's a ladder. Okay. Okay. Never mind. I know what we're doing. We're gonna go back to the clothing shop, and we're gonna grab a coat hanger. If I can find the clothing shop. See, I looked at that. But I didn't grab it. Why didn't I grab it? That's the real question. Left, right. How's New Game Plus? I mean, the beats, this is pretty cool. That's the most important part. That's really all we're doing, is killing things with the lightsaber. Yeah. That's all I got. Apparently I need to run through the New Game Plus while killing as many things as possible so that I can get the Heather Beam, so that I can do another New Game Plus in which I can then get the UFO ending. So it's actually going to take literally multiple playthroughs before I can get the cool stuff. It's called Max Swag Sword. Yeah, it's not called a lightsaber, but I like that it's even canon colors. Like, Heather is a force for good, so she gets a green lightsaber. They actually went with Star Wars canon. Oh, copyright? Let's see what they call it. Let me look in my inventory for what we're referring to this. It is a beam saber. A sword shining with a strange force. A switch turns the blade on and off. A beam saber. Woo. That's why I keep calling it a beat saber. Because I play Beat Saber. You do prefer Max Swag Sword? That is a really good name that Wage Worker came up with. Max Swag! Apparently, after you've killed a certain number of enemies, the sword doubles in length as well. So that's another good reason for me to kill everything I see this time. And it is pretty powerful. It's been killing those dogs real quick. I do kind of want to kill the penis monster with it. Maybe that will be the goal, is just kill the penis monster. The split head worm, I think is what it's officially called. Where's the dog? Where are you? Copyrighted that name. You can't use Max Swag Sword. No! There's nothing in this room. I feel like there should be something in this room. Why is there nothing in it? Very curious. Is it just a safe room? Is it just to, like, give you a break from the dogs that are out there? No cleaning products? You know what? I need my mustard gas. It's locked. The door has a red crescent and a round dent. Something's written here in the same color red. Calling up the 300th day and night from beyond the door, cries of pain are heard, and the final destination has become real, though not a blessed beginning. Indeed. I feel like Claudia wrote that. Should get a cooked dog key. Barbecue dog? Who the hell would make something like this? Cooked key. And do we have some other stuff? Somewhere there should be a pipe. No? There's a pipe somewhere else. Pipe is somewhere else. Got a cooked key. Got a cooked key. Green glowy thingamabob. That's a good one. Thingamabob of violence. Don't forget, this is about violence here. Oh, we're getting another pupper visitor. Not this. This. Hi. Good, sir. Good to say hi. Are you going to come around? Hi. Come say hello. Hey. Hi. These are really just like retail workers who are like, please, let us check if you're wearing the right bra size. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. 3 dead bodies. 3 dead bodies. Good, good. Secret door. It's unlocked. How's my health? It is fine. Thank you, easy mode. Indeed. Well, somebody's here. Cooked key. Ah, there's my pipe. Different restaurant. Steel pipe. This is not a pipe.
I feel like our goal of 333 dead things is not that challenging. I think that's an achievable number. Oh, cleaning product. Detergent. In this game, we will learn how to make mustard gas. Right about... now. Uh-oh. Looks like I was disconnected from chat for just a minute. Did anybody see a blip? Not seeing a problem with the upload. Okay, we have some bugs. And we have a bucket. And we have some bleach. And some detergent. You didn't see a blip? Good. And never mix ammonia and bleach. It's a very bad plan. Now we'll use the fan. Switch it back on so we don't die. Ah yes, mustard gas. And I can make it past the bugs. Hey, Doggo Zenji. How are you today, Doggo Zenji? I haven't seen you in like 2 hours. I am going right. This is why I check the map all the time. Because I will forget which direction we are going 100% of the time. Oops. You're good and slothy. We got a lightsaber. In green, no less. I already beat the game and this is New Game Plus. And our reward was the lightsaber. Although Wage came up with his own name for it. It's a pretty good name. Unfortunately, Wage will not let anybody else use the cool name. The cool name is Max Swag Sword. But Wage has copyrighted it, so Halo's calling it Green Glowy Thingamabob. You know, legally. For legal purposes. Does any of this look like a door? Yes, it is. It's a door. Ugh, I hate these things. So excited I get to kill you. Why can it hurt me and I can't hurt it? Okay, seriously? I have a lightsaber, but I have to use a gun.
No, don't. I'm trying to kill the giant mosquito of doom. The sound these things make is so nails on a chalkboard. Ugh. Thank goodness. This is why I prefer to kill everything in the game. Just so that noise stops. And we can get the spooky music as Akira Yamaoka intended. This is where I came through, so we don't want that door. It's just like, oh, ooh, spooky, spooky noises. Are you scared yet? Ooh. Some kind of vice. Oh, this is where the vice is. I need a thing. I don't have the nut. I don't have the nuts to crack. I require the nutcracker. Okay, we are second floor. That little rectangular room. So definitely missed some stuff. I wonder if it's one of these rooms that has the nut in it. Something, something, nut, something, something. Oh, is that a save point? Yes. Okay. Halo's hungry again. You got more pizza, right? We're in the sports shop. Pizza time! You know what they say. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. Okay, we made it here. Do I want to try... Oh. To go around a little bit? Other way. Other way. Kind of want to try that northwesterly corner. Northwesterly direction. Oh, Heather. Oh, camera angles. Feel like I've been through here before. Wage Worker's gotta go. Have a great stream. Catch y'all later. Thank you so much, Wage Worker. Your comedy is always appreciated. Your presence is always appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back on Sunday. Okay, so that is definitely blocked off. So I think what I want is this corridor down here. I need to say it as comedy. I don't know. Comedy? Comedy? I can't say things. Streamers can't say things after a couple of hours. Really should make less typos. This is making me look like an connection terminated. Oh yeah, that I think is going to be my next channel points incentive is AI voice. Halo can't say things after 5 minutes. So I'm doing pretty good then. No, I think Wage Worker is hilarious. I really like, I don't know if Wage is already gone, just in case they are not, or just if anybody's not in the Discord yet. We were having a really funny conversation in Discord the other day, and Wage Worker posted, it's like an edited Cowboy Bebop clip. It was so freaking funny. It's just Spike talking to Jill Valentine, being like, hey, you posted that. You shouldn't have posted that, but you can't delete it. Now we all have to live with it. It was just so good. It was so, like, the acting was perfect. Me and Dago Zenji were both cracking up, laughing. And it was a joke involving Dago Zenji as well, and my creepy child voice. Halo says Friday is going to be a mix of failing to English and getting scared. Ooh, what are you streaming? Is it going to be a scary game? Uh-oh. That's the no-go right there. Okay, well, I thought this was going to be a thing, but this was definitely not a thing. So where's the nut? Where's the nut I'm missing? Is what I want to know. Playing Phas with a friend, he's going to attempt to teach you. That's cool. I'm going to be playing Phasmophobia probably next Wednesday. And I'm going to be kind of in the same boat where I don't really know what I'm doing. Unless I get into practice. Attempt. Doggo Zenji's laughing. Which one are you laughing at, Doggo? My dearest, my sweetest. Okay, if I go clockwise, or you know what, let's just go that way. You know the game, but you're terrible at guessing the ghosts. Prefer to insult the ghosts, not be correct. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I've watched people play it. I think I understand the premise. I just don't play first-person games a lot. I get really disoriented. And, I don't know, just generally... It looks a little confusing, just from having seen people play it who... And the people I watched play it were themselves confused. Oh, you said I was looking for my nut. I'm always looking for my nut. Nut. The nut button. You know this, Doggo Zenji. You know this to be true. I wonder if the problem is that just on the first floor, I never actually found everything. Unless I did. No, I found everything on the first floor. Have I found everything on the second floor? Clearly not, because I don't have a nut. And I clearly need a nut. It's a walnut. Get your heads out of the gutter. It's a walnut. It makes a little rattling sound. Double check that I don't already have it. I'm pretty sure I do not. No, I do not have it yet. Ooh, spooky sounds! Spooky sounds! Halo said we'll never leave the gutter. You've tried. That's okay. You're in good company. Where's the nut? How did I miss it? How did I miss the nut? Those doors right there, in that corridor. Okay. Going all the way this way. We're going this way. We're going this way. We're going this way. We're going this way. Then we are continue going this way. Then we're gonna go this way. And there should be a door that I can actually go through. See, this is what happens when I don't touch every single door in a hallway. I just end up going back and forth in the same spaces where I've already been. Over and over again. Wrong button. Meant for this button. Okay. Yeah, so the door on my left, and then there's several doors in this corridor that I have not yet tried, and one of them is gonna have a walnut in it. And then I'm gonna go back to the room with a vice. And I will use that vice to crack the walnut. Nut. And then I will open the moon door. Moon door! And then I will fight a penis worm. Not a walnut. Just what I always wanted. There was a nice silver ring here in the last time I came. Bummer that it's gone, huh? Could have stolen it. Halo forgot their friend lived in a different country and texted her asking why she wasn't answering. She just went, "It's 5 fucking a.m. I want to be asleep." Oh, I've been there. Yep. Okay, now there's yet another door that I haven't tried. We've learned our lesson about not trying doors. Okay, we're good. We're good on doors. I think. Nope, we're not good on doors. That was a lie. Straight ahead. Okay, now we're good on doors. Back through here. I think I've been on both sides of that phone call / text message. I've been on the sending end and I've been on the receiving end. Oh yeah, I know where we are. Okay, what do we need? We need to take a right through the next door. Try to go as straight as possible until we hit that room with a save point. That's gonna be the room with the vice in it. We won't go straight, but we will go gaily forward. Or not. Which way? Which way is straight? Oh no, I went the wrong way. Doo 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 doo. wasn't going straight yet. Was going to the other side of the escalator. And going through this door. Finish the whole pizza! Happy plate. Happy food belly time. Got a 100% pizza completion. You platinumed that pizza. A little to the right. Getting a little bit better with the movement. After, you know, 9 hours of practice. And kind of remember how to move Heather again. It's still a pain in the butt. She's not easy to move. Now it's here, it's 6 p.m, but I'm gonna take a long-ass nap and then not go to bed till 1 a.m. time. You know, the healthy sleep cycle. The perfect and ideal sleep hygiene scenario. I've been there. Oh, no, we went right by it. Let's go crack this nut. Cracking time. Cracking the nut. Time to crack this nut. Then we get to kill a penis monster. It's ideal when all your friends live in different countries. Yeah. If you don't have any morning commitments, it's pretty ideal. Walnut. No nut in the walnut shell, just a jewel. One is 12 hours ahead, another is 6 hours ahead, a third is 14 hours ahead. Yeah, I've got a friend living in South Korea. She's 13 hours ahead. You always got to do a lot of math when you're in that situation. Nope. What was that? This one's broken. Okay. This way? Yes. And then... Oy, all the way back. Again. Halo just knows the times. They usually see them online. Gotcha. How are you back alive? We're on easy mode. What do you not understand about easy mode? What a bunch of jerks. You're not supposed to respawn in easy mode. I kill you once, I kill you dead. It was a real pain though, because your boyfriend was in China for like 2 weeks and it felt so off. Aw. Okay, not this door, but this door. Okay, never again will I leave a door unopened before leaving a hallway. Let's go ahead and use our moonstone. Pop it in there. It's unlocked.
We already killed a god today. Can we kill a giant penis today as well? Can we kill the giant penis with a lightsaber? Is the real question. Because I know I can kill it with a gun. I have killed it with a gun. In fact, I killed it with a gun in about 21 seconds. It was pretty good. So this might be a little bit slower. But I really want to melee lightsaber kill this penis monster. I'm in danger. No way out. That's a penis. Pretty sure. Ow. Heather, get up. Get up and fight it. Heather. Heather. What's happening? Did I die? Did it one-shot me? Why am I lying down? Are we glitching? Oh no. Is this just gonna repeat? Is this just gonna repeat every time? I didn't mean to do that. I was button mashing and I accidentally did the restart sequence. Sorry, everybody. It's even after 6 o'clock. I'm supposed to have already been finished today. I really just wanted to kill the penis monster. Okay, we're starting from here. We're okay. But, I am gonna do this. Ah! Wrong place, Heather. Heather. Heather, my friend. Why do you lie on the ground for this long? Okay. Okay, this is more like it. You dead yet? How are you not dead yet? I one-shotted you last time. Okay. Or one-cycled. I didn't one-shot, I one-cycled. For some reason that was a two-cycle. And scene. Oh, goodness gracious. Time for some ending soon stuff. If anybody wants to raid a particular person, Let's take a look at Twitch and see who there is to raid. Oh, Nubalot's doing Silent Hill 4 again.
It's the shopping mall just like before.
We can say hi to him. I spent all day yesterday on his stream.
Am I back?
Otherwise, there's just Sarah Bear. I think it's gonna be Nubalot. Just a sneaking suspicion. You know somebody called Ghost Kai? He's playing Dead Signal. Outside of that, no one you watch his streaming really. Could do Ghost Kai. Does he? Let's see. Let me do this. I don't think it auto-saves. I feel like I do want and or need a save point. Real quick. Which way am I going? I feel like I've tried every direction. Yeah, not a lot of people are streaming that I know. Doobie-doobie-doo. Scooby-dooby. Scooby-dooby-doo. Heading on out to the big world. All the people who stream, all of your people who stream come on in like 2 or 3 hours, right? It's always tricky. Like, I really need to just find people who are on right after I'm on. That's the tricky part. Of course, there's an ad break. Perfectly timed ad break. I could have been done before the ad break, but instead there's an ad break. I just want a save point. That's all. That's all I want. Making my way to a save point. Going slow. Missing the important stuff. Subway map. Just need to get to platform 3. That's not the subway map that I need. It's just the subway map I deserve right now. Why has there not been a save point? Okay, I'm feeling like, you know, there's no more point in save pointing. I'm gonna go to wrong screen, ending soon screen. There we go. Ending soon screen, ending soon screen, ending soon screen. We're still on ads, but I think it's a really weird amount of time. So I'm gonna do all of the sort of summing up. So many ads, I know, I'm sorry. I know. It's such an awkward amount of time, and it's right at the end of stream, so you have to wait around for 3 solid minutes while I just finish talking, and that's not really that's not a great thing. I gotta figure that out. I gotta make this work a little bit better. So yeah, clean up. 5 more seconds of crayon time. So the cleanup is, this is going to be the end of spooky season. I think I'm going to give my lovely mods a break. This is supposed to be a lighter and brighter channel, and we've been doing some really spooky stuff over the last month. So in order to give especially Leslie a break, I'm thinking my next game, perhaps, maybe, Super Mario Wonder. I actually need to go and purchase that. I think that's going to be my game on Sunday, because I saw a video of it, and it looks like it lives up to the name of just this idea of wonder, of just experiencing a beautiful and wondrous platforming world, kind of the complete opposite of the survival horror we've been doing, something that is very much more in the lighter and brighter side of things. I think we are going to raid Noob a lot, just because I've been hanging out in his community a little bit more. Halo's accidentally becoming a spooky games channel. Yeah, I feel that. I will be doing Phasmophobia next Wednesday. So it's not like spooky content is over forever. I just want to make sure that my mod who doesn't like horror games isn't being overwhelmed by it either. So, yeah. I think that'll be it. The rest of my week is going to be pretty intense. There's a lot in the world. But yeah, thank you every single person who showed up today, even if you were actively chatting, if you were lurking in the background, even if you're just watching this on VODs. I feel absolutely honored for anybody who chooses to hang out on my channel and play games with me. I appreciate it every single time. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I will be back on Sunday with some Super Mario Wonder, most likely. Bye-bye, everybody!